Welcome to another episode of Tips in 10, where we give you the top tips in the least amount of time. This series was built to help you stay in the know without taking a chunk out of your schedule. Today's guest, which this guy has more energy than me, okay, which is very hard to find, and I'm willing to submit to him as the king of energy, Larry Long Jr., who is the founder and CEO, that's Chief Energy Officer, okay, of LLJR Enterprises. He is a motivational speaker, which you'll have no problem understanding that. He's host of the midweek, midday motivational minute. Love it. And author of Jolt, which was just released on May 19th. Come on, fam. A former college athlete, Terps guy, went to the University of Maryland. Larry is extremely passionate about helping professionals and organizations take their game to the next level. Larry, welcome to Tips in 10. It is so awesome to have you here today.
Happy to be here, Mike. Hold on. Can you hear me? I got to make sure my mic is on because I got backup. I'm happy to be here. Tips in 10. Let's roll.
Dude, I love it. I love it. Let's do it. All right, because we got a short amount of time, and I know you got so much content to share. So with so much uncertainty and a changing business landscape across the board and multiple industries, how do you recommend that leaders effectively lead their teams through it all?
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep it real, Mike. We're all leaders. I don't care what your title is. There's some leaders that have the title that aren't really leading anything. But true leaders, it comes down to care. Show me that you know me. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And we've heard it. You can Google it. We're going through the Great Resignation. Houston, we have a problem. But essentially, there's a solution. There's an opportunity for us to flip the script and turn that Great Resignation into the Great Retention. Let's show our people that we really care about them as people. We're not just all about the bottom line. We got to have the bottom line to keep the lights on. But here goes 2 tips. Number 1 is the hashtag 3-minute challenge. We're all limited to time, which is why we have 10 minutes. It takes 3 minutes a day to pick one person for you to surprise and delight. Essentially, Mike, I know you're down there in Charleston. I know you probably love some good seafood. Don't tell me you're allergic, but I can Google a funny seafood meme. I can send it to you and say, hey, Mike, I was thinking about you, dog. Nothing but love for you, surprise and delight. The second one is journey line. You can do this with your team. You can understand the journey that they've been on through their life. What were the ups? What were the downs? What did they learn from that? So that's all I encourage is for the leaders to care and show that they care.
I love that 3-minute challenge. And seriously, I think about it, just the impact of just taking 3 minutes and the long-term return on that is unbelievable. And, I just did a study and read that I think it was if someone, if someone quits or, leaves the company, that impacts the company 1/3 of their salary. So just think about that. Not only is the investment in time to get them onboarded, but then to lose them, it costs a company about 1/3 of their salary. So that's huge. That's huge. So your book, Jolt, love the name. Absolutely amazing. It's exactly who you are. Is a fresh, hot off the press. Just launched last week. As I said, everyone, you got to get it. What was your favorite chapter as it relates to success in business right now?
Wow, Mike, that's a tough one. Don't get me crying. My favorite chapter is chapter 7, Lessons from My Dad. But let's keep it on the positive. That would be a toss-up, a coin flip, probably between chapter 1. What story are you telling yourself and believing? And then also chapter 3, which I played baseball in Maryland, strikeouts. They're a part of life. And really the key takeaways for anyone out there is that you control the narrative. We talk to ourselves, at least maybe it's just me. I talk some trash to myself, but I'm working through controlling that narrative to uplift myself instead of bringing myself down. My coach said, Larry, you're so uplifting with everyone else, but you talk more trash to yourself than you would ever talk to anyone, or you would let talk to yourself. The other one is strikeouts. Oftentimes we think that we've got to be perfect. No, we're never going to be perfect. you've got to create a safe space to be able to strike out. Strike three. That's not a bad thing. What are you learning so that that doesn't happen again? Creating that safe space and being open to the learnings. You only fail if you give up. So I'm telling you, don't quit. Let's just do it. And I'm not even sponsored by Nike, but let's just do it.
I agree. Guess what? We have to embrace failure, right? Because we're not growing. If we're not failing, we're definitely not growing. We're not stretching ourselves. And that's where all the growth comes from, is through failing. Embrace it. And as John Maxwell says, fail forward. So next question I got for you. What role do you see social media, specifically LinkedIn, playing in the future of business success?
Come on, Mike, you're hitting me in my heart now. You're talking about my jam, LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. It's the biggest professional sandbox that's out there. And I love to play in the sand. My dad was a long jumper and triple jumper. So I used to dig tunnels in the sand, but LinkedIn, social, I mean, you hear it. Relationships. There's no better way to create true, genuine relationships. And for your listeners out there, for your viewers out there, I got a quote for you. It's not what you know, but it's, and I know you're going to say it's who you know. Well, my Steve Harvey Family Feud voice survey says, nah, it's not what you know, and it's not even who you know. It's who knows you. It's who trusts you. It's who believes in you. And social media gives us that opportunity to get social, to get to know people, to create those relationships. And that's where business, that's where the good things really happen, when we create those genuine relationships. So I encourage people, sometimes they're on the sideline. No, get in there. Yeah. And enjoy yourself and touch someone else. Show them that you care. Show them that you hear them, that you see them. Magical things happen. So LinkedIn, woo, the opportunity is endless.
Dude, take that mic and drop it, Larry. Take that mic and drop it. That was so good. So much truth in that. And I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. And thank you for sharing that, because that's exactly what I wanted to say was, it's not what you know, it's who you know. No, it's how they know you. Bang, hit it out of the park. All right, now we got to have some fun. Thank you for dropping those 3 truth bombs. Now we're going to have some fun, a little speed round. So you ready?
I'm ready. I got a little bit of speed. It runs in the family.
Let's rock it. Let's rock it. Favorite vacation destination?
Ooh, wait, that's got to be Costa Rica. Costa Rica is off the chain. My wife speaks Spanish. I speak a little bit, un poquito, but had a blast in Costa Rica.
Yes. I go there every year, been doing it for 9 years straight. So I am right there with you. Love that place. Great country, great people. Waffle House or International House of Pancakes? Talk to me.
Oh, IHOP. I mean, nothing against Waffle House, but IHOP is off the chain, because they got, when you get the pancakes, they got the blueberry serve, they got the Burberry serve, they got all the different, they got the red serve. Give me the blue stuff, the purple stuff. I love IHOP. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. I'm trying to cut down. You're making me hungry this morning.
Just your explanation might flip me. I'm still a Waffle House guy, but I don't know. I might have to switch. All right. Soda or pop?
Oh my goodness. What you talking about, Willis? Pop? I ain't trying to get pop. We're talking about soda. To keep it real with you, I live in North Kakalaki. We're talking about sweet tea. You know what time it is. It's bow time. Give me some Bojangles sweet tea. You can have all the soda, all the pop you want. I'll take some sweet tea. And actually, I think they call it an Arnold Palmer. I don't know Arnold. I think he owes me $10 from high school. We call that thing half and half. Give me half sweet tea, half lemonade, and we can call it a day.
I love it. And I listen, I'm all about the half and half. That the Arnold Palmer is very good. One of my favorite drinks, of course. But Larry, how can our audience get in touch with you?
Oh, goodness. I'm everywhere. But the best way to find me is on my website, Larry Long Jr. That's jr.com, as well as on LinkedIn. Larry Long Jr. I got the smile for a mile. I got the face for radio. Yeah, it's all good. Don't blame me. But I would love to connect. I would love the opportunity to serve you and just see you shine. I appreciate you, Mike.
Dude, Larry, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate the energy. I'm excited. Audience, guys, get on Jolt. Got to order it. Got to make it happen. You will inspire you. I can't wait to get my copy and read it as well. Going through it, going to share that on LinkedIn. Larry, thanks for crushing it today, brother.